Everyone in the town passed by that old grave without a second glance. It sat at the far edge of the cemetery, overgrown with weeds and worn by time. The headstone was chipped and faded, with only 2 initials left to read E.M. No flowers. No visitors. Just silence and dust. But one day, Hannah noticed it. She hadn't intended to stop. She was visiting her grandmother's grave after years away from her hometown. Grief had brought her back, quietly pulling her into the places she once avoided. But as she walked along the gravel path, something about the lonely grave caught her attention. She paused, stared at it, and felt a strange ache in her chest. The next morning, she returned with a small spade, a bottle of water, and a packet of marigold seeds. She didn't know why, but something about that forgotten grave felt personal. She cleared the weeds, cleaned the dirt from the headstone, and planted the seeds gently. Day after day, she returned to water the flowers and sit by the grave. People began to notice her visits. Some looked on with curiosity, others with confusion. No one asked questions, but everyone wondered what she was doing. Then one morning, as she dug the soil to plant lavender, her spade hit something solid. It wasn't a rock. Carefully, she uncovered a small rusted tin box. Inside were folded papers, brown with age, and a photograph of a young girl standing under a tree. Her smile was soft and shy. Hannah opened the notes with trembling hands and began to read. They were diary entries, written in neat, hopeful handwriting. The name at the top was Eleanor Mae Jennings. Born April 3, 1922. It was E.M. The early entries spoke of school days, friends, and dreams of becoming a teacher. But as the pages continued, the tone grew darker. Eleanor wrote about being followed. About someone watching her. She wrote about fear. She said no one believed her. She said she just wanted to feel safe. The final entry chilled Hannah to her core. It read, "If something happens to me, I hope someone finds this. I'm not crazy. I just want to live." Hannah couldn't let it go. She went to the town archives and searched through old records. In a 1936 newspaper, she found a tiny obituary. Eleanor Mae Jennings, age 14, passed away suddenly. No cause of death, no photo, no investigation. It didn't feel right. She dug deeper and found a care home where Eleanor's childhood friend Grace was still alive. Hannah visited her. Grace was old, but her mind was sharp. She remembered Eleanor. She remembered her fear. And she remembered ignoring it. "She told me she was being followed," Grace said. "I didn't believe her. I thought she was being dramatic. And then she was gone." With the truth finally uncovered, Hannah wrote about Eleanor's story and published it in the town paper. The town was stunned. Many had never even heard of Eleanor. Some cried. Some asked how they had forgotten. The grave that had sat in silence for decades was suddenly the center of attention. People brought flowers. Children wrote notes. A proper headstone was placed. It read, "Eleanor Mae Jennings, a light too brief, now forever remembered." Hannah stood by as the marigolds bloomed, knowing this wasn't just about one girl. It was about every unheard voice, every warning that had been ignored. Eleanor had spoken, even after all these years. And someone had finally listened.